Hey there, football fans and history buffs. Ever wondered how much can change in 36 years? Join us on a riveting journey as we dive deep into the contrast between Germany's Euro 1988 tournament and the thrilling event that is Euro 2024. From the roaring stadiums of West Germany to a unified nation's pride, the shifts are monumental, on and off the pitch. Let's go. Together we'll explore how a divided nation, East and West Germany, shaped football history in 1988. The dramatic fall of the Berlin Wall and its ripple effects on German football. The transformation of Germany into a powerhouse on and off the pitch. Key geopolitical changes that have redefined Europe and the world. And the stars who lit up the field in '88 versus the titans of today's game. Plus some other anecdotes. What do you think? If you think you know Germany, think again. This is more than just football, it's a story of resilience, unity, and evolution. Don't miss out, hit that subscribe button, and let's kick off this incredible comparison together. In 1988, Germany was still divided into two separate states, the Federal Republic of Germany, or West Germany, and the German Democratic Republic, also known as East Germany. This division was a result of the aftermath of World War II and the Cold War tensions between the Eastern and Western blocs. West Germany hosted the UEFA European Championship in 1988, which was a significant event both politically and culturally. Hosting the tournament provided West Germany with an opportunity to showcase its prosperity, infrastructure, and organizational capabilities to the world. Meanwhile, East Germany was somewhat isolated in international sports due to the political climate. Their national team had less exposure and fewer opportunities to compete in major tournaments like the World Cup or the European Championship. They also had a smaller share of the country that was and now is Germany and produced fewer players. So they didn't even get to take part in the West German Euros in 1988. The teams that did take part were hosts West Germany as well as qualifying group winners: Italy, Spain, Denmark, the Soviet Union, Netherlands, England, and the Republic of Ireland. Of course, the Soviet Union, like West Germany, doesn't exist anymore either. It's funny what can change in a few decades. So only 8 teams qualified for this highly competitive tournament. Nothing like today when 24 teams around half the continent get to reach the finals. This also made qualifying more interesting as teams knew they had to win their groups to make the Euros. There were no playoffs or Nations League rankings to give even the biggest names a second chance. Which system do you prefer? The 8-team tournament of '88 or that of the modern day? But getting back to the context of the times, for West Germany, hosting and competing in Euro 1988 was a chance to project a positive image of the nation to the world. It was an opportunity to reinforce their cultural identity and unity, even in the face of division. And it cannot be said how crucial this was at the time for things to ever move forward and take Germany where it is as a nation today, one of Europe's most successful both on and off the pitch. World champions, economic powerhouses, and generally seen as a good example of how a country might be run, though no nation is perfect. Back then, division meant that many talented footballers from East Germany did not have the opportunity to play in more competitive Western leagues or represent a unified German team. This separation affected the overall talent pool available for international competitions. The existence of 2 German national teams created a unique dynamic. Matches between East and West Germany were more than just sporting events. They were symbolic of the broader ideological struggle between socialism and capitalism. Though few could predict it at the time, the events of 1988 were on the cusp of monumental change. The Berlin Wall would fall in 1989, leading to the reunification of Germany in 1990. The divided football landscape of 1988 would soon be unified, merging the strengths of both East and West German football traditions. Football often acts as a unifying force, and the enthusiasm surrounding the tournament helped bolster a collective national identity, which later played a role in the reunification process. The strong performances of West Germany in that era would have helped too. All these years later, a united Germany has had more international success on the pitch, not least by winning the World Cup in 2014, and East and West is a thing of the past. Germany and Euro 2024 is a prime example of how far a country can come in a few dozen years and how football can be a force for change and unity as well. Germany might not be quite as strong a team this summer if their squad was split in two, that's for sure. So back to Euro 88 and the fabulous football on display. It was a simpler time and perhaps a more romantic one on the field. The game wasn't so burdened by things like fixture congestion, media frenzy, and million-dollar deal. Don't take it the wrong way, football was still crazy, but not quite like it is today, when you might suggest that off-field powers can be more influential than on-field matches. Euro 1988 saw the absence of teams like Portugal, France, and many more. Such was the competitiveness of the game and tournament format at that time. West Germany was drawn with Spain, Italy, and Denmark in one group, whilst Ireland, England, Holland, and the Soviet Union made up the other. This tournament was a pretty straight shootout, with the top two in each group going head-to-head in the tournament semi-final. There was little room for error. And can we just take a moment to appreciate some of the most incredible and iconic kits in football history? Because they were on display at Euro 1988. The likes of Ireland and Italy wore some classic designs back when things were simpler, and the home jersey and the away jersey would be the same but just in the primary and then secondary sporting color of the nation. Tops like these are back in fashion today. West Germany's home jersey had an iconic look too, with the colors of the national flag draped across the chest. But this whole era of marvelous football kit creation is summed up by a geometric pattern made most famous by their neighbors and rivals, the Netherlands. Marco van Basten wearing this geometric orange delight is a piece of football folklore. No wonder they won the tournament. The stars were aligned. Germany's away kit and the Soviet Union home top donned the same design. Those were the days. The tournament averaged over 2 goals per game and almost 1 million spectators would flock to West Germany and enter stadiums from Hamburg in the north to Munich in the south. 8 stunning cities and venues were used, all had over 60,000 seats in the stadium. At Euro 2024, there are 10 venues, with some smaller stadium capacities, but of course the same fantastic atmosphere. Hit it subscribe and turn those notifications on, because in the next video part 2 we will talk more about the differences between Germany in 1988 and today, and we will also delve into the incredible football stories that made Euro 88 so amazing and one of the fondly remembered tournaments in football history.